The bulk of our fuel is actually throughout the body, right in here.
Spend any time with Lieutenant Colonel Cindy Dawson, and it's clear she is right at home aboard the KC-135.
The majority of the aircraft actually is the fuel tanks that are below the deck.
Sure.
So that takes up most of our capacity.
The Stratotanker ensures the nation's fighters and bombers can stay airborne by refueling them mid-flight. It's remarkable to watch and even more impressive when you consider the air refuelers been in use since the Eisenhower administration.
The thing that I think is also remarkable is that the KC-135 is the oldest airframe that we have in our Air Force inventory. It truly is a workhorse that day in and day out is providing our capability all around the world.
The nation's largest fleet of KC-135s now sits on the West Plains. Roughly 60 of the aircraft split between 4 squadrons called Fairchild home. Just last month, Dawson assumed command of one of those squadrons, the recently reactivated 97th.
So I had hoped that this day would come, and so it really is the culmination of my dream.
Those dreams began early for Dawson. Her grandfather flew bombers in World War II. Dawson still wears his wings on her uniform. But it was during a trip to an air show with her father where she set her sights squarely on becoming a pilot.
So I stood in front of the class and said that's what I wanted to do with my life, and I hope to be an Air Force pilot someday. And my teacher said that I was not able to do that. In fact, his words were, "Nice girls don't join the military."
Dawson says she didn't let the doubters, including her 6th grade teacher, take her off course.
It did fuel me and give me that motivation to prove him wrong.
She went on to graduate from the Air Force Academy, then pilot training. While deployed to Qatar 10 years ago, she was the co-pilot in one of the first all-female KC-135 flight crews.
And it was awesome to see that we did have a full female crew.
While Dawson is no doubt proud of her accomplishments and her service in the Air Force, it's clear she'd much rather focus on what's ahead.
Yeah, the crew entry is right up there up that ladder normally.
Leading a squadron of Stratotankers.
Those are our flight controls.
And the men and women now under her command.
We've got still a lot of old gauges and dials.
But if she inspires other 6th grade girls to pursue their goals, no matter how lofty, well, that's just fine with her too.
So I followed my dreams, and I would inspire anybody and motivate anybody to follow their dreams, whether it's the Air Force or not, but know there are great opportunities here in the Air Force.